you basically have to brainwash your own self, brainwash yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Don't allow them to brainwash you and make you feel ugly and you small and you little and you can't have nothing and you poor.
Yes.
Brainwash yourself to know that you're beautiful, you're worthy, you're wealthy, you're perfect just as you are, and you deserve the world. Beautiful. And you are a gift to planet Earth.
Yes, that's right.
Like, you are everything, and you just need the realization of that. You just need the realization of you are God.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yo,
we are gods.
Whoever's watching this, or who's gonna watch this, definitely she just dropped some gems for y'all.
Hi.
Greetings.
How are you today?
I am well, Empress. How are you?
I am amazing. I want to know, like, what inspired you to move to Ethiopia? Because you weren't raised there, right?
No, was not.
Yeah.
What inspired me to move to Ethiopia? Wow. Couple of things. Observing the reality and really the consciousness of our people in the West. And the consciousness of people in general in the West. Being in America is like being in a play with a manipulator, right? And then the times now, right? COVID, so there's lockdown in America, and I'm like, damn, like I'm stuck. Like I feel like helpless. I feel like I can't really express myself or do anything. And so I did my research in Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is basically COVID free. You know, they didn't have COVID. Things were normal. Things were going on normal. So I'm like, okay, you only live once, so let me go and make that move. You know.
Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is you told me that you enjoy being the vessel for God, for the Most High.
Yeah.
So what was that journey like to get to where you are today? How did you do it?
Wow. How did I do it? There's a culmination of things. Studying, a lot of practice, a lot of meditation. Travel, right? Travel also helped. I had the opportunity to go to India, right? One of the sacred places for spirituality and where Buddhism comes from, Hinduism, and most of the Eastern religions, right? And so I've had opportunities to submerge myself in Eastern culture, and study. And so I think through the continuous practice of that got me to where I'm at. I mean, other than that, I would say life experiences, suffering, right? The normal suffering of doubt, depression, loss, like feeling lost, feeling confused, just life. Being a black man in America, being raised by a single mother, and going through that whole dynamic, right? And then all of that led me to spirituality and reality. I think it was like already like ingrained in the books for my life, because I would never thought that I would have been who I am now today. 10, even 15, even 5 years ago, I never perceived myself as being a spiritual teacher or being wise to understand this world from a non-dual perspective, So, yeah, I owe it to life.
So when did you have your spiritual awakening?
I had my spiritual awakening in 2018.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was like the end of 2017, like the end, and it was like about this time.
Okay.
At the end of 2017, and I found the book. A book was called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy.
Okay.
But before that, I always have questions. I say, okay, why is it that so many people are so poor and then so many people are so rich?
Yeah.
I say, no, there has to be a freaking secret. There's something that, hey, I want to know what that is.
Yeah.
And because I had a question, I think that really propelled my awakening. And then I found that book. And I grew up in Christianity, and here we have Baptists.
Okay.
So that's how I grew up. And then I went to different churches, and I was like, okay, I want to know like which church should I join, because I was always spiritual. I always knew God.
Okay.
And I always remember being grateful that in my prayer I would say, thank you, God, that I know you, because there's a lot of people that don't know you and don't know, the beauty of what you are.
Yeah.
They don't know you exist. So I was always grateful for that. And then I went around to different churches, and I found one church that I liked, but everything they were saying, it won't resonate. It was not resonating with me 100%.
Sure.
You know, like parts of it. And I love the worship part. I love the worship part of it. That was it. So then when I found that book, it was like everything clicked.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
And I kept researching. Like even now, from that day till now, I have been learning.
Yes.
It's like an obsession. And this year I decided, I'm a model, and this year, the beginning of 2020, even before that, I was like, okay, I want to create a business doing what I love.
Yeah.
Which is spiritual work and just talking about spirituality, self-development, self-transformation with spirituality and how spirituality can transform you, and how once you have this awakening, you begin to realize that you are the creator of your reality.
For sure.
You are God.
Yes.
So now where I'm at with that is that I started YouTube.
Okay.
And through YouTube, like every week, I wouldn't have a plan. I would just go with my intuition of like what to post.
Yeah.
And now it has led me to say, okay, the Great Awakening, that's when COVID hit. Then I'm researching, and this is the kind of the Great Awakening. And then I say, okay, so what the Great Awakening is really about? It's really about the masses realizing who they really are. They say, what's the name of the book? The name of the book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. So yeah, the world is waking up to who they are. They are the creators of their reality, and they are coming out of the rat race, and they are stepping into what they came here to do.
Yeah, purpose.
So purpose, right? So I have been studying for the past this year. Yeah, for this year. Okay, how to find your purpose, and how do you get the deep belief and understand who you really are?
Yeah.
So you understand who you really are by removing the conditioning that this planet has given you.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that is stopping you from realizing that,
For sure.
is the limiting beliefs that you have. So you have to align with God, remove your limiting beliefs, and find your purpose.
Yes.
And this is how we become free. This is how we become free from the rat race. This is how we come out of the matrix, as they say.
Yes.
This is how we go to higher levels of consciousness. This is how we align with God.
Yes.
Yes. So that's what I teach.
Beautiful.
And let me tell you, I'm totally obsessed with it. It's like my life. And I can do this for the rest of my life.
Beautiful.
And it's just a real good experience. And I'm so happy that, I found that book. And actually that book came from my grandmom's sister. She died. And I was like, she left this freaking book for me. And she would always talk to me about excellence.
Yeah.
We would always talk about excellence,
Yeah.
So when I found that book, and they were like, this was her books, and I found that book, I was like, this is it.
That's beautiful. That's
so,
beautiful.
yeah. I want to change the world. I'm going to change the world.
Okay.
And I kind of feel like I've already changed the world.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel it.
You are the world. So if you change yourself, you change the world.
Oh my God, I love them. I love them. It's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the world is a reflection of you. So if you're not right within yourself, you're going to project that onto the world. You see? But if you are right within yourself and you know who you are, then you're going to project that to the world. And then the world's going to respond to you.
Wow. And I want everyone to have that reality.
Yeah.
And that awakening and that knowing.
For sure.
And I believe that, we are the future.
Yes.
We millennials, we are creating the next world. So, my target is really the millennials.
For sure. And
I believe through that, the new world would be what we want it to be.
Correct.
Yes. So, what does purpose mean to you?
What is a natural knowing of your gifts and then expressing that into the world, and living that consistently every day, day in and out, because we all have different purposes. I think the beautiful thing about life is that God created us all uniquely and gave us all unique gifts and purposes to share. Excuse me. And so, but most people don't know their gifts. They don't know their talents. They don't know what they have to offer, and that's the confusion that we all go through as human beings. I think everyone at some point in their life have to go through that confused stage, that lost stage, the unsure stage, and then through grace, you're able to find through experience, tap into your potential and your gifts, and then when you discover that, you're like, okay, this is what I'm naturally good at, and I'm doing it, and I'm very good. I like how I feel, and because I like how I feel, and it comes natural, I'm going to continuously do it, and I think that's our purpose.
Yes. And not being afraid to explore new things, try new things, and not being afraid of failure, and not caring what people think of you. Not caring what people think of you is a big one.
Yes.
That one is huge.
Definitely.
That one is huge. That can hold you back from everything.
Yeah.
Great experiences, stepping into who you are, your power.
And I have my ideology or my concept or view is that melanated people, it's our time. And you see it, we're returning to spirituality. And when we say we're going to be the ones who are creating the new world, it is our world that we'll be creating, a world of justice, a world of fairness, just a world of love and community as it was in the past, And so I'm always grateful and ecstatic and happy to see people like yourself, just wake up and speak the knowledge, and just you can see how it looks on your face, and then you're able to impact the world. It's beautiful. I just love to see our people wake up. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Your awakening is so beautiful. And even in Trinidad, I see my friends, I see young people, woke as how it started. Remember, everybody was this woke thing, but it's true. Everyone is really waking up and realizing. Because when I first had my awakening, I could have only spoke to one person about stuff.
Yeah.
One girl, that was it. Other than that, I would just be on YouTube and looking at Ralph Smart and Leo Alexander and few people, and it was now it's just everywhere, people who you would not think is so awakened, and I love it.
Yeah.
So as you were talking about the black people thing, I heard you were saying in our life about the black man rising again.
Yes.
I find that real interesting. Tell me more about that.
The black man rising. So, the black man is the original man, right, of the world. And through that, everything came, all the different races and all that stuff. The black man has been subjugated, has lost his mind, has lost his knowledge of self through natural occurrence, because this had to happen. This is how the cycles of life happen, right? You come into knowledge, and you lose knowledge. So the black man has been put down globally, and so because of that, obviously, we've seen what the world has become. But the black man is now waking up, remembering who he is, and once he remembers who he is, as you say, we create our own reality. The black man then is able to create a new reality. Yeah. And through that, then we restore our greatness and positivity and love and abundance, and all the beautiful things that we need, because
we deserve.
We need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need it.
Okay.
And the black and the black, and through the extension is also the black woman, because the black woman and the black man, they're like one, and so they're the nucleus of the family. So once the black man rises and wakes up, then it's just a natural occurrence for everyone else to come. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Very cool. So what I feel intuitively, and there is the information that I resonate with of what is really happening now, is that Earth is leaving the dominant masculine energy and it's going into the feminine.
Okay.
So we all have masculine and feminine energy within us.
Very true.
But the dominant masculine energy is so like it created the world that we live in now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where the feminine was suppressed and abused.
Yeah.
And mistreated.
Mm-hmm.
So now is the time of the healing of the feminine.
Yes.
And we are going into a more dominant feminine energy.
Yeah.
So when I think about that, I could attest to that, because when you're in your purpose, you're no longer struggling. You're no longer going out into the world trying to make things happen, trying to force things.
Sure.
You're no longer in the rat race. You're relaxed.
Yes.
You're within yourself.
Correct.
You're here and you're just doing what you have to do. You're creating. You're in flow, which is very feminine.
Yes.
You're attracting your abundance to you.
Yes. Yes.
You're no longer like, caveman days, like you have to. Yeah, so you see how it lines up perfectly with the awakening, your purpose.
Yes.
Living in your purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how I see it. That's what I see happening.
Yeah, very
so
true.
Now,
when I talk about one of my purposes also is as a man is to awaken and put my focus on Black men, right? Because it's the foundation of society. The man, is naturally foundation. But what you're saying is very true. I mean, even me being a spiritual teacher or spiritual, to even get to this point, you have to tap into your feminine energy. You have to tap into an energy of beingness, as I say, just beingness. Not overthinking, not too logical, but just trusting spirit and trusting your heart, and flowing with that. And what you're saying is very powerful, because that's the truth. But the one thing what you said I was thinking about was you're saying we're going deeper into the feminine, and that's becoming more dominant. And I want us to understand that there's a balance, right? And we need to have the masculine and the feminine, So I see that we are going into the feminine. And I think, I think this is naturally supposed to happen. I think that it's supposed to be, we're going to go fully dominant. But then after that, we are supposed to come back and balance it out. If you understand what I'm saying.
I understand totally.
Yeah, because go ahead.
We need the masculine, Like, I love my masculine energy, and I need it in a lot of times.
Yes.
And I kind of see it also as like kind of my protection.
Yes.
Protecting my beautiful feminine energy. Like, yes, I'm like super sweet and super nice, but like if you try to take it there, like it's not going to be nice, because I have to protect me. You know what I mean?
Self-preservation.
That kind of way. And it's like I think about it like, instead of chaotic action, you take inspired action.
Yeah.
Intuitive action. So the action part, you need the masculine.
Yes, yes.
But with like, it's like, okay, you're lost, but the feminine has the compass. And the masculine has the I don't know, they're the driver's seat basically.
Yes, yes.
They're driving.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's like, you have the compass, the feminine has to tell you where to go.
Yeah.
Go there, but if you just say, nah, forget you, don't tell me nothing, sit down, go do nothing, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. I drive in. I the man. And you just drive anyway. You just waste time. You waste energy.
Yeah.
You waste money.
Yeah.
When you listen to the feminine, hear what she has to say.
Yeah.
Let her tell you where to go. And you push through, you go. And we're there. We will reach. We will be where we're supposed to be. Like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think naturally, if you follow your intuition, right? And this is how I move. And this is like same thing will come to Ethiopia. Because even before I came to Ethiopia, I was thinking about going to Tanzania. And my spirit, I could just never book the ticket. I could never just, like make that full commitment. And then, I meditated, and it came to my spirit. Ethiopia popped up again in my consciousness. And it was like, go to Ethiopia, go to Ethiopia. And initially, and this is how initially the fear came in, where it was with thinking about I didn't want to get tested, right, with this whole vaccine thing. I was thinking about like, naturally the mind will go, the monkey mind, it will come with all the programs that you've been programmed through society. So the first thing will come up with fear. So it's like, damn, but what if they make and say that I got COVID, because I know in the hearts and mind of myself that I have no COVID. I know that for a fact. But then my mind is coming up and saying there's a potential that they may manipulate the situation. So anyways, after like 2 weeks, maybe if that, or maybe a week, it was a conviction of, you're going to go and you're going to pass the test and you're going to be okay. And that happened, and that's why I really feel like throughout my life I follow my spirit, because the mind will say just go, the mind will just say just go, but my spirit, if I have to second guess anything, I never actually make the decision. I take my time to do it. I'm like, no, it's spirit is that conviction of yes, it's okay, go, take the leap, and that's how I've been able to follow through my journey of tapping into my spirituality, because before it was never any connection to the intuition. There's never any connection. It was just like either being lost or doubting myself and not having any compass, any spiritual compass, and I can see the difference now, and it's beautiful. I would have to say
it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. When it comes together, it's like, and it takes you to higher levels.
Yeah.
Takes you to higher levels. So I remember, like, okay, I was looking at the live and you were saying that right after pain, there's pleasure.
Yeah.
And after pleasure, there's pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe, right, like, you don't have to be sad longer than a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you know yourself, you know where you're going, you know what you're about, you know what you have to offer. Yeah. You know what's your purpose, you know everything about you and your life. And something comes as a obstacle, right? Yeah. And it's pain. It's painful. Yeah. Once you have an understanding of, okay, what is this here to teach me? One. Yes. How can I transcend this? Right? And also you are the observer of your life. You're not deep in it. You're not like, this is the end all be all. You know that today this could be happening and tomorrow your life can totally change. Yeah. And so, I mean, even like true pain is like, you can still be happy. For sure. Yeah. So I think a part of my purpose is also is to show the world that like this life experience could be bliss. I feel that intuitively. Yeah. 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 This whole experience could be growth, bliss, beauty. Yeah. 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 I mean, it's all perspective, right? It's all how you look at life, right? It's all how you perceive life and how you respond to life. That's going to be based on your happiness and your peace. It's all perception. It's mental. So if something that happens in your life that may be perceived as really bad, really the worst thing, it's the key there. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, the worst thing that can happen into your life, it's how you respond to it. So you can just say, okay, like you said, this is a lesson. Or you can say this is not really real, right? You can even go deeper into that aspect where everything is an illusion in reality. Like we live in a simulation, a play type of world. So you can even go deeper into that and say what is happening is not really real. You can however you want to respond to life, base is going to determine whether you experience pain or pleasure, and that's why Buddha remained in the middle path. So anything, death happened, abuse, what was it? They tried to accuse him of so much things, but he stayed middle. He stayed non-reactive, and that's another way how you can live without actually
fallen into the pleasure or the pain, because pain and pleasure comes together. As we exist in this world, you cannot escape. As long as we're in this physical body, you'll never escape pain. You'll feel it. When you get a cut, or if you get sick, or whatever the case may be, or whatever through life, you're always going to feel pain. But it's how you view it and how you respond to it is going to change. And it's the same thing. Like, if you really want to be blissful, if you really want to be happy, that's up to you. Just be happy. Just be blissful. And that's just
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we complicate it, right?
Yeah, we definitely. But
and overthink the life.
But that's program, right? So social program, it's like turning on the news. You're never going to see good news. You're never going to hear about good news. You're always going to hear about bad news. And so that program is in your mind now. So you're always thinking like, once I'm happy, something's come after it, and this happy is not going to last. Or why should I be happy when people are starving? Why should I be happy when there's war? Why should I be happy when there's so much things that the program can teach you and put in your mind, and you believe it.
Subconsciously.
Yeah, it's all subconscious.
So my last question is, how do you remove the conditioning that society has given you on a daily basis? So how have you done it in the past?
How have I what? Say it again, sir.
How have you removed the conditioning, the limiting beliefs, the limitations that society has placed upon you?
How have I done that? I mean, through meditation, right? So when you're meditating, you're purging the thoughts in your mind. So these are all the programs. That's why meditation is one of the most powerful, most simple technique you can do, though. You just, by being present and observing your thoughts, they start to disperse, self-talk, right? So self-talk, talking to myself in the mirror, talking to myself when I'm by myself. Just being present in everyday life, observing, right? Observing reality for what it truly is, not what they tell you, So those things that has really helped me, to really like see the matrix for what it is, to see myself, to see the observer and the observed, right? So taking full accountability for self, no matter whatever program has been given to me, learning how to use those programs that's been given to me and to shift them and change them to use it for my betterment and for the progression of the people, And
so give me an example of that. Like, how did you do that? Use a program and use it for your benefit. Take me through that process.
Like, for example, we can use this as like black, the term black, right? Black is given to us by society, right? Most people are not really black, right? Right now, I'm looking at you and me, I'm brown, right? So, but in the mind, right, black, you can take it and say, okay, I'm a black man, I'm a black powerful man. I'm melanin, I got melanin, right? I can tap in and to use certain powers based on that. That's just a physical reality. So
I love
yes, it's as simple as that. I'm trying to think what else that they've said.
I totally get it. And I love that. And I love that you said that.
Okay.
Love it. That is powerful. So powerful.
Yeah. Because a lot of
I appreciate.
Go ahead. Say that again.
No, I want to hear you. I'm listening.
Yeah, because a lot of the times, the main thing that we have, one of the main programs is self-hate, right? So it's hating your complexion, it's hating your hair, it's hating, your whole essence of who you are. I mean,
who you are.
You can't. And this is, and I'm happy we were talking about this because this is another thing. When we become spiritual, right? A lot of people try to evade the physical reality, and the physical and the mental is one. So yes, I am spiritual. Yes, I'm all loving for all human beings, but I'm recognizing that I came and I manifested in a melanated form. I understand that people who perceive me is going to look at me as my brother or sister. And I'm going to have benefit if I speak to my community as a black man with spiritual knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not the one who is just going to evade, because some people will, get into conscious spirituality and evade their color of the skin, and, they don't really care about catering to their people. But I'm very aware and very smart that the spiritual and the material is one. And so the black or the African or the melanin, I'm very pro that, and that's just how I live my life.
Right. Mm-hmm. And well, yeah, it goes back to just taking the program and using it to your benefit, switching it up. Mm-hmm. I love that. I have learned a lot.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. But before you go, the same question you just asked me, how have you used the program for yourself?
How have I removed my programs?
Yes. How have you removed your programs?
I actually have a list because I actually teach it.
Okay.
So I have 10 ways that I do it. I could share with you 5.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right. That's fine.
So, so I say, this is how we reprogram our subconscious mind. 1, by using something called Eft Tapping.
Okay.
Where we tap ourselves on different places of ourselves. And we say, even though, and you stay the program, even though I have this block for money, I totally and completely love and accept myself. So you do that on different places, and then you come back again and you say, I am abundant.
Beautiful.
I am rich and worthy of money.
Beautiful.
I am a part of God. God is me. I am God. I deserve money. I deserve wealth. I deserve the best of this life.
Yes.
So that's one way, tap in. The second way is you need to get evidence that supports the new belief that you want to have. So if you want to be rich, successful, abundant, see somebody just as yourself who did it.
Okay. Beautiful.
And get obsessed with them.
Beautiful.
Look at what they did, how they did it. You understand? Everything that they learn, the books they read, you read it too.
Yes.
That's how you break down a limiting belief. The third way is like taking time to embody the energy that you want to have in the new belief. So you can do this by acting as if, I would say acting as if is like, if you want to be a singer, you freaking sing.
Yeah.
If you have a limiting belief around singing, start singing.
Sure.
Right. Through music, you can embody any energy through music. I love high vibe music only. So, because I want to stay in higher levels of consciousness. So, high vibe music, affirmations, meditations, even freaking yoga.
Yeah.
Yoga can help you embody the energy that you want.
Yes.
So, the fourth thing is having a vision board. Putting it on your phone, on your wall, in your bathroom, somewhere that you can see it all the time. And the fifth one I want to share is affirmations, where you write it over and over, you say it over and over, you put it everywhere on your walls, on your wallpaper, you record yourself, you listen to it all through in your day. You basically have to brainwash your own self, brainwash yourself.
Yes.
Don't allow them to brainwash you and make you feel ugly and you small and you little and you can't have nothing and you poor.
Yes.
Brainwash yourself to know that you're beautiful, you're worthy, you're wealthy, you're perfect just as you are, and you deserve the world.
Beautiful.
And you are a gift to planet Earth.
Yes, that's right.
Like, you are everything, and you just need the realization of that. You just need the realization of you are God.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yo,
we are gods.
Whoever's watching this or who's gonna watch this, definitely she just dropped some gems for y'all.
Okay. So thank you.
Thanks for gracing the page.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Stay blessed, love.
Okay, bye.